All right, we got Tuesday's edition of Daily Bread coming at you live right at 2:10 on the East Coast. So
Mhm.
back-to-back days, we're hitting you right at that 2 o'clock hour. Perfect timing today. Maybe not perfect timing because the lineups aren't out for the Champions League yet, but we got three sports to be coming at you live. No, we're not going to talk the NIT. So if you came here for NIT bets, yeah, I refuse to bet that. But as usual, the show is powered and sponsored by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Be sure to be checking out that deal that they currently have going on and their exclusive bracket challenge as well. Shout out to all of you who have joined the Daily Bread Media's bracket challenge. We got over 100 plus of you in here ready to compete against us. So we appreciate all of you who's ready to go head to head to take home that $500 grand prize. We'll be shouting that out later, but you can search it at the bottom and we tweeted it out as well. Shout out to all of you watching us on Twitter. We still can't feature your comments, but as usual, Sosa's got you covered. He'll shout them out. And YouTube, the best spot to be. You can get your comments featured. Let us know who advances in the Champions League, your best bets, all that good type of stuff. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, retweet, whatever media platform you're watching. We appreciate it. Let's keep beating the books together because we had a splendid night last night, other than Jokic missing that free throw
Quite
for a meet and
splendid.
sweep.
Quite splendid.
Doesn't that mean Lil Sosa, Sosita?
It's a good thing. I know that much. It's good. It's a good thing. It's positive. It's positive.
NIT equals the not in tournament. I like that one. I mean, you got some quality matchups tonight. I'll probably watch it in all honesty, instead of that 16 matchup between Texas A&M and Texas Southern because it really doesn't matter. Don't have action in the 16 versus 16. Sorry about that. We can still break it down, but if you're betting the NIT, my best bet would say wait until like 10 minutes before tip. Never know who's going to be going out there, what type of motivation, and yes, the home team does host it.
Yeah, I'm the more and more I look into it, I think Murphy yesterday was talking about Indiana. I think everybody's betting Indiana tonight, which kind of scares me. Kind of scares me. Just saying. Well, well,
That
we'll see.
segment too, so you're jumping a little ahead of yourself.
Oh, sorry.
But Ryan's here
Sorry
for
about that.
guys talking about us from last night. We didn't talk futures or brackets yet. We'll probably be planning to do that tomorrow. But so is there anything from last night that we got to get into? No.
Not that I can think of. No. It's a new
LeBron
day.
trying to
Like
peg
I've
Scotty
moved
Barnes
forward.
was probably
We've
the only
moved
thing I
forward with the
wanted to
day.
get
Like there's
into
really
at all.
nothing. I mean, we lost. I'm a Sixer fan. Okay, y'all want accountability, right? Because that's isn't that what it becomes? It becomes an accountability thing. You as a fan, you need to. This dude hasn't even seen Mean Girls. Like, come on, bro. Like, you want me to take you seriously? You don't even know who Regina George is? Like, be serious. Um,
Shout out to our man Jose from Straight Bet Sports. We'll definitely be breaking that matchup down. But yeah, so tomorrow, I think we'll talk futures for brackets and all that type of good stuff. Even though it's tough with these stupid ass playing games because do we think Indiana or Wyoming could go on a run? Do we think Notre Dame or Rutgers could go on a run? The last 3 seasons we saw a team from the play in make it to the Sweet 16. So it's kind of just like it sucks when they do this. I mean, I get why, but it is what it is. So tomorrow we'll probably come at you with some of them. Just have Mean Girl. We got you ready. I got a Red Bull today. It could get off the chains pretty easy.
hey man, I've had some coffee, but I'm toning it down with the caffeine. It's gotta slow down a little.
Donovan Mitchell had the worst 29-point game he's ever seen last night.
I don't want to talk about it.
Hey,
He
we
sucks,
cashed on
man.
the Bucks though.
I rock with the yeah, of course. I mean, who if you listen, if you're betting on the Jazz right now, like I said, I don't know if it's a matter of motivation, if it's a matter of they're trying to make sure that they don't that they're healthy during the playoffs, whether it's they don't care about number one seed. I don't know what it is, but something about this Jazz team does not feel as though they're all super engaged and like they really want to win. right now. They seem like a very like feathered bunch. They like a group of guys who just aren't all there at the same time all the time. So yeah. Hey man, listen. What can you say when one of your teammates go for 60? You know what I'm saying? Like the dude, somebody dropped 60 last night. You know what I'm saying? And then he dropped 25 in Miami when I think they came back, beat Miami. He dropped 25, or was it? I think he dropped 25 against Orlando. One of those games he dropped 25. But I mean, you can't really do anything about last night. I mean, Carl Anthony Towns scored 60 fucking points. Like if it's one of your teammates go for 50, 60, come on. Like you can't be mad at anybody on the team for not even doing anything because he scored 60 points. I mean, AE also has had like an ankle injury. I think they're trying to monitor it, partially because he doesn't have like an off switch. When you watch him play, he's 100% on both ends all the time. He doesn't really play lazy, which is great for a young player. And Edwards does not play like a lazy fella. On both ends of the floor, he's going to give you energy. So that would be my assimilation. I'm like looking at like the comments and questions.
Yeah,
Um,
Goose got the Alcorn State money line at Texas
hey,
A&M,
all
but
up.
let's get into the Champions League play since we got 3 sports to get through. Should be a little bit quicker of an episode since there's like 7 total games to talk about. Then we can get more into the shenanigans at the end. Which
Yes,
one are we going to
sir.
start with, Ajax or the United match?
We'll leave the goat for the second. We'll go second. You can't feature the goat first.
Yeah, but Ajax have better jerseys. But all right, let's get into Ajax versus Benfica. We got a 2-2 match in the first leg coming into here, going back to Amsterdam, -1.5 on the Asian handicap. So they're laying a big spread. So if you're looking money line, that's sitting around -300. Then you have a completely split over under 3.5, -110 or -115. Either way, books are really liking Ajax to come out and put up 3 on the board since their juiced over is 2.5 at -130 or -120. So the books are screaming for you to be playing the over here. Which could this lead to another match? I know we saw 4 in the last one. Ajax needs to get 1 in and get through, make it clean and easy. Don't try to get into a high scoring affair. Or I think it more just depends. When does Ajax get the first one through? Last time Benfica wrote off the home crowd and they were resilient and were able to fight back here with the Ajax match. If they are able to go 1 through in the first half, I could see them hitting that team total of 3. But if you come and they don't get it till the second half, maybe we see this go under. But Sosa, what do you like? I knew someone was going to say holler anytime goal scorer was going to be in the comments.
For me, in this one, I think there's value on playing the draw. There's no that away goal thing no longer matters, which was actually really a big deal. That not being a situation here, Benfica could well park the bus. Benfica is also a tough team. I also think if it's a draw, 1-1, it could even get to maybe 2-2. But even if it's 0-0, I can say again, I like the value of plus 450. I think there's a lot of hype, but with the like you said, they're expecting Ajax to just come out here and just come out guns blazing, and that's a distinct possibility. Um, but for me personally, I think that there's value in a plus 450 at a tie. I think it could possibly happen. Um, Over
Oh,
three
so
and a half,
you're
like you
like
said,
switching over to my side from last time. You can
everybody's
bet per
expecting
week.
goals. Everybody's expecting goals. And sometimes when that happens, that does not happen. Like you don't get that. What you expect, you don't get it. And that's why I'm a little hesitant to because again, with the no away goals mattering or not mattering, it's in Benfica's best interest here to just play defense for 120 minutes. Would you agree?
Yeah, and last time, I mean, even the XG, so the expected goals for the last match, both of them hit basically the 2 mark. It was like 1.81 to 2.01. So that's where you see the over 3.5 here, especially with Ajax at home. I just think it depends when they get the first one because I don't think Benfica might not have the resilience to hit back this time. So if it comes in the first half, that's where I think it could get ugly, unlike last game, because at home, Ajax has a bigger possibility of just opening this one up. but I think we've seen everyone on the Ajax first half trend. That's sitting at minus 130 in my book. The first half over 1.5. People have been loving that. I just don't know what the way
This
to
game is
attack.
priced exactly like the Bayern match last week.
And it
Exactly.
ended up not mattering for
Right, right,
Bayern.
and it was spot on because they ended up beating the shit out of them. So it's for me. I think this is just just seeing the opposite, and I'm just like um, from a tactical standpoint, I think Benfica they're gonna. I think first, obviously, first 20 minutes, Ajax is gonna try to press and just try to score. We know that. We know what the game plan is. In my opinion, I just personally believe that Benfica is able to withstand it and you know, they got to score the goals. You know what I mean? They don't just show up. They don't. If you don't just show up to the stadium up 1-0 or 2-0, they got to actually score them. So that's just that's my approach for this particular matchup.
Yeah, I'm just not making a play in this one. If you've had to force me to make one, I'd have to just take, I guess, Ajax on the first half money line. But I don't like playing that much juice all the way at the minus 130 for it.
Yeah, and I got it at minus 155 at a first half result, which isn't like I said, which isn't the bad call, but I just think we're going to see we should see a drawn out soccer match.
Will the next one we get to be drawn out with Atletico Madrid? Going into Manchester here, we got the Manchester United money line sitting at plus 115. We have the Atletico Madrid money line sitting all the way up at plus 271. So you can play the um, the draw double chance or Atletico Madrid plus 0.5 juice minus 140, but you can get if it does go into extra time, you still get the payout with them if you want to play it safer here. You got the total over 2.5 with the under completely juiced, but which I found this strange because if you want to play both teams to score, that's sitting between minus 120 to minus 130 in book. So I think Vegas is trying to tell you this is going to end 1-1 and we'll see extra time here. I think that's what the market's trying to tell you with this line. But Sosa, I know you and I are both targeting one squad here. Might be a little painful, but
Yeah, I mean, bro, I'm on United tonight to handle business. I just I think it's gonna right. He said it. I think it's gonna end up being that right there. And the dude just scored a hat trick on Saturday and made Tom Brady realize that he's really not that guy. All right. So that's really what happened. If y'all want the truth, he went and saw him play soccer for 90 minutes, and he was like, "Damn, I thought I was in shape. Clearly, I'm not." Um, but yeah, I'm on United here to advance. I like the draw at plus 210 as well. I think these two games are much different than last week. I think I think this is where you get the extra time and you don't get the theatrics that you get from like that Real match. You're not going to get the theatrics. I think this is a lot more tactical because both teams actually have a shot at winning. Like obviously the PSG situation, the absolute collapse by them was just no one saw that coming, but I mean, you kind of
historically we
did. You
saw it
kind of did
coming.
though, right? So that's what I think with this. And obviously, Ronaldo has owned Atletico in his career. He's scored more goals against them than anyone in the history of football. So
Yeah. So you're expecting two boring unders here. 4
I
o'clock
I
starts on the
am.
East Coast, which is unfortunate to everyone watching. I mean, you can have entertaining 1-1 games, but I think everyone's loving the overs here in today's slate, which does make it a little bit concerning. Because Cristiano, I'm surprised we only had the one comment from Roddy. Where is it, Toddy? About the anytime goal scorer for Cristiano. I feel like that would be one of the public and favorite cards as well.
Yeah, I think Ronaldo has. I think if anyone has the theatrics, it'd be him. And if the game does end 1-0, he'll be the guy that puts it in the back of the net probably on a penalty.
Wow.
Um,
Had to go that route with it.
yeah, I mean, It'd be Rashford taking. It'd be like Rashford, taking the foul and Ronaldo score the penalty kick, some shit like that. You know what I mean?
We all know what you mean. You just don't have to say it out loud. You could just
Man,
call him Pinaldo, and everyone else would have got it.
that's messed up though. Even though he is the goat, you know what I mean? My goat could never be 5'5". I'm sorry. I'm shallow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I'm no one. No one can be my goat if I can't look him eye to eye. At least I'm just saying.
That's messed up, man.
United to advance.
Cam,
What's
our
the
main
score?
Canadian Cam likes both teams to score and United to advance.
A United fan with United to advance. I'm so totally surprised.
Are you really surprised?
No, not at all. I think there are going to be cards in this game in the United game. Wish my goal played with Rooney and Benzema. Yeah, well, who is your goat?
That's where it's just tough. And this one, I mean, I can see it going both ways. It just depends if United's going to play into like the Atletico trap. It's really as much as it determines. I'm staying away personally from both of the UCL games today just because there's not much value in it. Go big or go home like Sosa did with the draws today. That's the best way to do it.
Hey, yo, with the draws. I'm sorry.
See, you always have to go there. No one
That was
asked
a
you to
Martin.
go
I'm
there.
sorry. That was a Martin reference. I'm sorry. What does GTD mean, Tommy? My bad. I be having these moments, dog. I'm sorry.
All right, let me pull up the current college hoops lines. We'll get through, like we said, we're not talking about the NIT here. We don't do that. Sorry. It's just something
The
that
NIT.
we don't talk about that here.
Nobody watched that shit.
All right, first game we got up Texas Southern, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. I know everyone's dying to watch this one. Texas A&M laying the 3.5. The total over 136. I mean, I can give it to you quickly. Just don't bet the 16 versus 16 here. If you have to, take the dog. The one thing, I guess, of note, Texas Southern does hockey line changes with their lineups, which most basketball teams don't do because it doesn't make sense to sub 5 guys in and out at the same time. But I guess that means you can say that they have the depth that's needed. Total, I mean, just bet on the other game if you have to, even though it's taking all the action here. I think it should go on there because Dayton Jim sucks to shoot in personally. It just sucks to shoot in. Both it should go on there, but I'm not touching it. Let's get to Wyoming versus Indiana. So the biggest matchup in this one here, so with the 4 points, Tyrese or Jackson Davis, he just swats the shit out of it, and that's where Wyoming relies on all of their points. Wyoming posts up the most of any team that's made the tournament today. With Molinado and Ike, it's not like they're always turning around and scoring with inside the post. They dish it out to the threes. But Tyrese Jackson Davis leading the league in basically blocks around the rim. Wyoming's offense might struggle to get it going. You'll see a lot more kickouts, if not the block out. You've seen it with Tyrese. Once he gets the defense going and the offense clicking with the easy push outs from a huge block. Molinado and Ike are nice. So is Jeffries. But past that, does the Indiana hype continue on? Because it's almost better to back the cold team coming into the tournament than the hot one. But I think we have to go Wyoming here. Even though my only issue is you don't back Mountain West teams in the tournament. They always lose.
It's a different year, my brother. It's a different year. Think I like Indiana first half, but I like Wyoming to win the game. I think Wyoming wins the game. I really do. Listen, bro, sometimes people will get on the internet and on TV and bitch about teams not getting in or teams that deserve to get in. Wyoming was one of those teams that every fucking prognosticator on earth was ready to have a cow about if they didn't get into the tournament. Now they're in a playing game being disrespected. if ever there was an opportunity for a team to show up, it'd be tonight. If ever Wyoming was going to have a game, it's going to be tonight. And then they get clapped the next game. But tonight, I think Wyoming has what it takes to figure it out at the end. Just my personal.
That's where the Wyoming money line at plus 165 is great. The plus 4 at minus 110 is good. The 4.5 is barely out there. It's just where Wyoming posts up the most frequently in the nation, going against Tyrese Jackson Davis. That's what just has me not from firing on it, especially with all the money coming in on Indiana as well, because not many people watch Wyoming. No one's going to remember it or that, but the over is a good look there. It's just Indiana's defended the rim at a top 10 part of this nation. That's really the only factor here. But we're going to do it. The plus 4, minus 110. We're rocking the Cowboys.
Let's go. I just, like I said, I like this team. I think they fought all year. They want to go to the dance. This isn't the dance to them. I think they figure out a way, man. Come down the stretch at the end.
Yep.
I honestly do.
I was about to say, and it's nothing against Mike Woodson or anything like that. Jeff Linder isn't a more experienced coach by any means. He has about 5 years coaching in college hoops. So Mike Woodson's obviously there. First time in the big dance for him. I think the bubbles burst there in Dayton tonight for Indiana.
We're in agreement, my brother.
Or at least, I guess we're only playing the plus 4, so Indiana can still advance, but don't win by more than 4. NBA time. Like we said, we're not talking to NIT, but make sure to be joining our free bracket for $500. You can search on ESPN by searching Daily Bread Media, or go to our Twitter pages at Paid for Play or at Daily Bread Media, and you can find the free bracket there for $500. We also do have the $25 buy-in option as well, but the free one for $500. Sosa, small NBA slate. But what game or what play are we starting out with here?
Small NBA slate. We only got 3. I only got 3 looks for the people tonight. And what it's going to be is this: we're going to go to Brooklyn versus the Magic. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving gets to play road games. He can go to Barclays Center as a spectator. Can't do his day job though because
we got fined too for going into the locker room. You see that?
Yeah, because science. Or fucking stupidity or whatever bullshit the mayor says at this point. It's dumb as hell. I'm not a Brooklyn fan, but for this shit to be ongoing the way it is, it's hilarious. Like from the outside looking in, everyone and their mother is laughing at the city of New York. This is an absolute embarrassment. The dude bought a ticket, got to could sit right behind the bench with his girl with no mask, but can't be on the court 12 feet away. Absolutely ridiculous. Just fucking makes no sense, man. So that's why I'm rocking with Kyrie tonight to get me 5.5 assists at minus 114. Kyrie averaging 29.5 over his last 7 starts. And he's gotten the number in assist all but one game. It's him and Kevin Durant. I don't know if you guys have been watching the story that dropped today that the Nets are hopeful to get Ben Simmons back this regular season.
Why do you have to be hopeful? I thought he was ready to play.
He's got the back soreness and whatever it is. Wishing him the best.
Chair's got to get more comfortable, I guess.
Yeah, wishing him the best of health. You know, I got nothing bad to say about the guy. Hopefully he can figure it out. The next play I'm liking tonight is the Memphis Grizzlies in a roll spot. I think tonight's a roll spot for them against the Pacers. I also like the over. The over is more of a lean. Right now, the line's up to 7.5. I like John Morant to go into Indy and take care of business. Still a little bit of an uptick with Indiana as of the last week and a half. Halliburton kind of finding his way as that lead guard. They're giving him the ball, just letting him operate at a high level and really just get after it nightly. Basically, just making it a free-flowing offense. You know what? They said he missed shoot around, but that doesn't mean that he's not playing. Is he officially listed as doubtful? or did he
Holy
just miss
shit, every
the
single person just said Morant not playing.
right? He meant right. That's what I'm saying. Is that a guarantee that he's not playing? Even if he's not playing, I'm rocking with Memphis to cover and win. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like they're 10-2 without him in the lineup. Why would I not bet on the Grizzlies against an Indiana team that had a couple of good games against bad teams?
I
Not
guess they're just trying to say maybe you can even
they
get a
barely
lower
beat
number than
they
seven and a
barely
half.
beat the fucking Spurs when they rested everyone. I give me Memphis to win. Like I don't give a fuck if Josh playing or not. I wasn't playing his props anyway. You know what I mean? Like I'm not I'm not fucking with that. You wanna gamble your money, like really gamble your money? Yeah, bet on Indiana. You'll be shitting your pants every night. You'll
I
be
like that look. Take the Indiana team total under if Morant sits.
hey, I like Bane to roll too. Man, listen, Tyus
Isn't Dylan
Jones.
Brooks back tonight, or is that too soon?
I'm not sure. He's listed his props are up, so he's looking like he's playing. So again, I will say this: a guy that I've been very impressed with recently, Isaiah Jackson, the big man for Indiana, has
Where'd he
kind of
go to
stepped.
college?
Where did he go to St. Joe's?
Kentucky.
Oh, okay. I mean, I should have known. It's one or the other with you. Like those are the only two schools you give a fuck
Charlie
about.
Brown Jr. is the only St. Joe's other than Bembry and Langston Galloway. Those are the only three products in the NBA right now.
Steven's not in the NBA.
No,
You sure?
those are the only three St. Joe's guys.
Okay. But yeah, either way, Isaiah Jackson's been really good as of recently. Maybe it's opportunity. Maybe those are his version of Michael Carter Williams stats. Who knows? But I think that I think that his ascension has looked good. I'm obviously not touching him tonight, but I think that moving forward, you have the opportunity here with him to go after double doubles. He's going to get tons of opportunity. Miles Turner's never going to play another game for this team. So it's going to be his show at the 5. I think rebounding, you're going to get value on his rebounds, value on his points, as long as he's in the lineup, just simply based on having the minutes and the opportunity and chance to play. That's simple. Like the Tyus Jones 15 and a win, like the Bane angle. I also think I still like the over. To be totally honest with you, I think it's going to be a free flowing game offensively, both ends. Dylan Brooks back though does play better defense. You're going to get better
That was my
defense.
biggest thing with Dylan Brooks coming back and how big of a piece he is. That's Bane would probably be the only person would be scared to touch.
But then you have to think Tyus Jones being a pass first point guard anyway, they both could get just as many shots and still have the opportunities, right? That's why I don't like the Tyus Jones 15 points. I like his assist because with Ja Morant out of the lineup, Tyus is going to be the lead point guard.
Yep.
And when you have Bane and Dylan Brooks, that's like 35 shots that you're going to have to count on from those two. I would take Tyus Jones assist, if anything. I don't think I would touch his points. So yeah, it's just my breakdown there. In the Detroit game versus the Heat, I think the game is mispriced. I like the over 215. Detroit here showing some life, playing
I
for.
think it's because Cade looks like to be out, so they're saying, "How's Detroit going to get any offense?" Really, I guess that's the look.
The thing is, Cade's still listed on the props, so like on the prop market. Remember, it's 2:00 right now, so like these are all based on if he's going to play, right? In this game, I'm rocking with if in the event that that Cade plays, I like the over 215. I think that a lot of these Miami games are mispriced and they go over a lot more than people think. That whole Heat culture, we play defense bullshit, that's not real. They be giving it up and they give it up all the time. Obviously, if Cade's not in the lineup, I would probably not bet the over because they don't have a point guard. Cade Cunningham has asserted himself as a leader of that team. The offense runs through him. He facilitates, he shoots, he gets everybody involved, and he gets people to stay engaged. If he doesn't play, I wouldn't touch anything in this game
Why wouldn't you
whatsoever.
just target the Heat team total?
Because the Heat
114?
because the Heat can beat you and score 105 points and you not score 90.
Yeah, I know. That's the
So
only way I mean,
Yeah.
you're right though. The Miami's 39-30 to the over this year. I was just trying to break it down and see if there's any more factors that play into it well tonight, but it really doesn't. There's not that many good angles other than when they play poor offensive teams in the second half of the season, they're still 8-2 to the over, and that's just more of them getting it done than anything else. Just because was it their last 4 games they've broken 111 without an ease. The Philly game was the only game they didn't break 111. Then if you run back, it's like they're past 10 of the 11 they've broken 111. So that's where at 114 it seems to be right spot on when you look at the recent results.
Yes, sir. And I just have two little plays in regards to the New Orleans Pelicans Phoenix game.
Our Pels,
Yeah,
CJ's back.
I'm rocking with CJ's assist over 6.5, and I'm a ladder it to 10, 9, 10. Um, with no Brandon Ingram, he is the lead facilitator, lead scorer. Balls in his hands the entire game. You could even sprinkle on a double double for him at plus 250. No, no Bi. He's the engine of the offense. Everything runs through him. These Suns have looked great. I couldn't bet against them if you try to convince me. They've played great basketball with and without Chris Paul. So
Sosa.
I can't really say anything. Like as much as I want to hate on them or say some slick shit, I can't. They've been
Sosa. Sad
absolutely
to
lights
say
out.
here. I'm fading the Pels. Suns -4.5, -110. So far this season, when the Suns are avenging a home loss versus their opponent, 4-0 ATS.
There it
4-0
is.
straight up as well, obviously. 1-3 to the under, so they lock down even more, and this is all road spots. I just like it to go in, and it's without BI. That was the biggest reason
McCollum,
why we built into this team because with BI, with CJ, they finally had the pieces around there to get it going. Without BI being there, I don't want to say CJ's going to have to go back to Portland mode without Dame. That's really what he's going to have to start channeling again. And I think in the first game and his first game back, it could be too much. And I just
don't
think
be alarmed.
Campaign has been one of the most slept on players over the past week and a half to 2 weeks.
Don't be alarmed about McCollum's props. I'm here to tell you, I don't think they'll win the game, but he'll get you them assists and he'll score probably 30 in the process. It's just too much opportunity available for me to turn it down. That's just me. And also, like Campaign can't guard him. Just saying, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, thank you, Cam. I forgot to read that one off as well. 12-1 in revenge spots, 4-0 revenging a home loss, which is why I
I
like the
can't
home
wait
loss
till they
angle
play I
better.
can't
Because
wait till they play the Warriors.
you come into Phoenix, beat us, we're gonna go back into your crib and beat you back.
I can't wait till they play the Warriors in the playoffs and get smoked. Just can't wait, man. I said that out
Campaign's
loud.
gonna be looking a little silly in that one.
I said that shit out loud. This is crazy. I ain't mean to say that. Suns by double digits tonight. Yeah, I believe it. All right. Anything else you got for the NBA? Or are we kind of just keeping it where
No,
it
I
is?
got 2 plays for you today. Rocking the Wyoming +4, -110, and then the Suns -4.5, -110. Some great numbers with the fours, but we all know what the 4.5 means in the NBA.
Yes. Wasn't that the line for Toronto last night against the Lakers? How'd that turn out?
It closed at 5.
Oh, now how'd the game turn out?
Oh yeah, wasn't it like 19-2 at one point?
Yeah, LeBron had 30 though, right?
You know, it's
Oh.
bro. I wish he pulled the fucking Harden where he smashes in his face on that triple slam last night. That would have made the day. Where Josh Hart just looks at him and goes, "The fuck you doing, bro?"
I was,
Shout out to
I
Josh
was,
Hart last night,
I
man.
had forgot. I had
Josh
forgot
Hart
what
was
had
at back
happened
to back
last night.
games, 30 plus. Dude's cooking right now.
And just real quick, who was the guy that was really cooking them in the first half? I don't even think he can buy a beer yet. That's Scotty Barnes, right? I don't even think he can legally purchase a beer.
We don't bet the NIT. We already said it. Do whatever you want, Jer. You can't.
Jerry, we're not
Happen.
betting the
You can't
NIT,
for
dog.
NIT. There's
That
nothing.
shit's
It's like
fake.
summer league.
That shit's fake, dog. Oh, it's 23-2. Thank you for correcting us.
Yeah, And it's how pissed LeBron was. You saw him try to peg it at Scotty when he was on the ground, like full speed peg when he could have just lightly tapped it off him.
Also, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and why would you not be in our bracket challenge? It's free and you can win $500. Why would you not be in it?
We out. We'll see you tomorrow.